Page 28, Scampering Squirrels. Well, the notes just keep getting better and better, don't they? They just go crazy. Well, let's look at it and see what we got. It's 3 lines long. No sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major. Make sure you can do the C major scale. We do have a few accidentals, so we're going to use some black keys. And a common time is 4/4 time. Eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes. We can deal with all that, I hope. I'm kind of take both hands at the same time because most of the time it's one hand or the other playing. So the right hand starts up here on G, here, and the left hand's just going to play one note, here and here, and just going to move around a little bit. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then the left hand does that note, and the right hand comes over here, C, and then the left hand and the right hand comes over. Right hand, and then the left hand comes down here, and then 5, 3, and then the left hand plays the second. This is the second line, first measure. The left hand plays the half notes here, and the left hand plays the quarter note, or right hand plays the quarter notes, and then back down again. Left hand plays the half notes. That's D sharp, F sharp there. Hold this down as you do that. It's half note. And they say third. And then they want you to come up here. Don't chunk, okay? I want to prepare this move because I got to go from here to here. That's quite a ways. And the left hand's in the way. It's a whole note. Now you can get the left hand up real quick, and so you can chunk across, whatever that is. But I still recommend for that last note here, rather than third finger, use thumb. This way I'm a little closer to where I want to be. So it's here, that measure. Thumb. Here, you can't see it very well, it's here. And that way, I'm ready to, I'm a little closer to where I want to be. I go from here to here. I'm now going from third finger to second. That's a little further. Here, my hand is here with thumb. I can be here. I'm only going to here. If I do third finger, the hand's clear down here, and I got to go up. See, I'm closer. So I recommend thumb on that last note. And this is second line, third measure. So again, the left hand does that one. Here, and then thumb, and then you can come up. Doing what you did up above. Now let's go down to the last 2 measures. We have an F sharp and a G sharp, and then the thumbs are going to play the next one. It's an F natural and an A. The thumb comes under, and then B and a D, or D and a here, and then C chord. That's all. You work those out. And then go back through and get rid of the hesitations. Keep it slow. No hesitations. Got to be a steady beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Which finger you use to play this left hand is up to you. I tend to use third. You can second if you want. That's fine. 2. Just keep it steady all the way through. And once you have that, you can think about the articulation. I'm using wrist staccato, short staccatos on these staccatos. And I'm separating that. I'm not connecting. If they wanted you to connect it like that, they would have put the slur line over that note too. But so separate before you do that. You can connect the half notes if you want, and then staccato. Connect these, connect the half note. Get the idea? So you put in the articulation. In the last measure, you do get an accent. Just play a little louder. I disagree with it because you're already loud. You don't need to crescendo up to loud. And then add an accent on top of that, No, in my opinion, you don't need the accent on that last measure. Just play it loud. And then the dynamics. Moderately loud, mezzo forte, whatever you think sort of loud is. And you're going to go up to loud. I suggest you come down to moderately soft and go back up to moderately loud. I don't want to get loud yet. I want to save the loud for the last measure. That's the climax of the piece. I don't know what happened to the squirrels, but it happened there, whatever it is. So come down and go back up. And these, keep these down. I want to hear the right hand. I want to hear the half notes. Then go back down. Like so, and then moderately loud again. So forth. And then the last line, again, go back down to moderately soft and back up. And now we're moderately loud, and we're going to go up to loud. Here. That's the climax of the piece. That's whatever happened to the squirrels happened there. Yeah. Now, the speed. Allegro is fast or happy. So you either have fast squirrels or happy squirrels, or both, I guess. But it has to be accurate. So what can you do accurately? Steady beat, all the right notes, and all the articulation is there. Don't go faster than that. Everybody will be a little different. You pick the hardest part of it, wherever that is, and can you do that correctly, and that's it. As you go through the book multiple times, because hopefully you come back through and just play the pieces for fun, you'll play these pieces faster and better. That's my Allegro, that's my squirrels. So you can have your squirrels do whatever you want. Let's play it very slowly just to double check the notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. All we're checking are notes and rhythms. I will do the staccatos though. So I'll give us 4 counts. Very slowly. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Rest.